Hello, my name is Lolex, and today I'll present to you the electoral system party system. First of all, what is an electoral system? Well, an electoral system is a system used to decide how the country's parliament will be elected. There are many different electoral systems, and each system has many different versions to it. The whole thing is actually rather complicated. Anyways, I will try to lead you into the midst of one of these electoral systems, the party system. To start simple, there are two versions of the party system, the closed party system and the open party system. The closed party system is where the voters vote for the whole party, and then the party decides who will be elected the seats the party wins. Now, in the open party system, the voters get to decide who will gain the seats the party is located, instead of just the party deciding. When I say party, I do not mean a party with presents, soda, and music. No, I mean a group of people who share the same ideology and decide to campaign as a political party to win seats in the parliament that then can allow them to implicate their ideology on the rest of the country. Now, back to the party system. Voting in party system works by voting for a whole party. Then, depending on if it's open or closed, you can put who you prefer to take the seats the party wins. Counting the votes varies from country to country. System used to count the votes in the party system include the D'Hondt formula, the St. League formula, the modified St. League formula, the drop quota, and the hair quota. The party system also includes a threshold, which in electoral system means a minimum amount of votes needed in order for a candidate not to be eliminated before the actual counting starts. Many countries in Europe use the party system, one being Sweden. In Sweden, the party system is an idyllic electoral system because the population is so varied and therefore need a parliament that can represent many different ideologies at the same time. Electoral systems that have the capacity to represent several different ideologies in parliament are often multi-member constituency systems. Multi-member constituency systems are systems where several seats are available to win. In some posts, like the president, it's not possible to have several seats because there can only be one president. But the legislators that are the ones sitting in the parliament house and deciding on new laws can have several seats to win, which means that when a new law is decided, it's not only one party or person that decides on the law. Electoral systems can have either multi-member or single-member constituency systems. Systems that have multi-member constituencies include the party system and the single transferable vote system, also known as the STV. Systems that have single-member constituencies include the plurality system and the majority system. Now we have introduced 3 new electoral systems, but there are way more systems out there. So, why have so many systems? Well, each country and individual have different religions, beliefs, and ways of functioning, and since everyone is so different, different options are needed. This is the reason to why we have so many options everywhere. We are constantly offered the principle of choice, and it is healthy and necessary to get experience, change, and choice because it gives us a sense of adventure, control, and life. Let's go back to those other systems I mentioned earlier, the plurality, majority, and single transferable vote system. The plurality and majority system both end with only one winner, resulting in minimized representation. The plurality system, which in my opinion is the easiest system to understand and work as such that whichever candidate gets the most votes wins. An example would be if we had 6 candidates, the apple, the banana, the clementine, the pencil, the book, and the paper, and they get the votes 3, 3, 5, 1, 7, and 6 in that order. The book would win even if it only got 7 out of 25 votes. The flaws of this system is that it only represents minorities of the population. One aspect to keep in mind is also that people want their vote to count, so if they would vote for the apple but that no, it will not win, they might change their mind and vote for a candidate that they know have a bigger chance of winning. This is because they do not want to waste their vote on a candidate that will not make the threshold anyways. This easily creates two-party system because people might start with seeing that the apple, the banana, and the pencil have no chance to win, so no one votes for them anymore. The next election, people will set the clementine so doesn't either stand any chance, and voila, we have a two-party system between the book and the paper. The majority system is similar to the plurality system because it only results in one winner, but the winner in this system needs more than half of all the votes in order to win, so the winner will represent the majority of the population at all times. The majority system works as such that if we have the same amount of candidates as for the plurality system, so the apple, the banana, the clementine, the pencil, the book, and the paper, and they have the same votes, so 3, 3, 5, 1, 7, and 6. No one would win in the first round because no one has an absolute majority. Then we have second round where everyone except for the top 2 candidates are eliminated. And the one who wins out of those 2 candidates is the winner of the election. This system still forces people to press vote for the candidate they do not prefer the most, because if a candidate is eliminated in the first round, that they want to win, then they have no one that they really want left. But it's harder to create a two-party system though, which is positive. It is also hard to compare a multi-member constituency system with a single-member constituency system, and therefore I say we continue to the single transferable vote system. The STV system is a proportional representation system, just like the pilot system. The main ideology of proportional representation systems is that 40% of the votes equals 40% of seats. It therefore maximizes the amount of representation in the parliament. Voting for the STV system works by ranking the candidates on the ballot paper in preference order. So if we look at this diagram, we first see that the votes are counted. Then we evaluate if any candidate has reached enough votes to win a seat. If they have, they win, and if they have any leftover votes they don't need, those are given to the second choice on those voting papers. If no one else has enough votes, the last place candidate is eliminated, and that candidate's votes are distributed to the second choices on those votes. This continues until until all seats are filled. STV is a very good system, but it's fairly complicated things scare people. This results in many people using the STV system not really knowing how their votes are counted and not getting proper understanding of how their votes is being taken into consideration. The STV gave people the opportunity to rank their votes and therefore not limiting the voters to only voting for one candidate. The consequence of people getting more than one vote is that they easily do not take their votes as seriously as they could if they only had one vote. If people are not sure exactly what candidate they want, they might think, oh, whatever, that they'll just rank a few candidates and not really mind too much, whilst if they only have one vote, they would take it more seriously. Another great flaw of the STV system is that the votes that are leftovers after a candidate has gained seats are given to the second choice of random pick of ballot papers. This means that the second choice could vary from vote to vote, which results in different results. Unlike the STV, the pilot system is very simple and the voters need a clear understanding of what exactly they want. This creates a simple and logical but yet fair and diplomatic system that the average population can understand. The pilot system also creates stronger parties because the whole party candidates together rather than individually. The advantage of the pilot system getting stronger and candidate together is that the party's goals itself often become clearer and more solid rather than if several people from the same party would candidate against each other and therefore create a kind of unbalance within the party. The STV does not make it possible to use all the votes that a candidate wins because of obvious reasons, and therefore people rank their votes. Even if it's a good solution, it also creates a sort of unbalance as mentioned earlier, and therefore the idea of voting for a whole party, like in the pilot system, makes it possible to count all the votes a party receives and creates no possibilities for votes to be changed or not counted. So, another important aspect to think about when evaluating electoral systems is how it represents the minorities. There has always been core groups and minorities. So if we have the core group, well, who would be in the core group? Well, it would be men with a lot of power, so perhaps men with a lot of money, and that have no criminal record, and that have a good background. Whilst in the middle, we'd maybe have women and people, and it would also vary from which skin color people have. And on the marginals, we might also have women and people who don't have any homes or don't have any money and have a criminal record and really don't have as much power in the society. It is very sad that such a diagram exists, but since it does, we are trying to improve and merge the different levels of the diagram together. As I said, women have never been in the core group, and therefore I see it even more important that a system represents women. So, multi-member constituency is in general represent more people and therefore give a bigger chance for women to be represented. But the parliament system represents women and minorities even better because they are represented together with their parties. So no minorities is put up in a political debate against core group members that have a lot of power in society, because minorities are always together with their party, and parties usually have some core group members and together create a strong and solid group of people. So I hope you learned something about the pilot system here, and thank you for watching. Here's my bibliography.